saint. He is not a saint. Who shall be on this one? He is not a saint. And we know. And that's the problem you people have with him. You will be shocked to know that because you are thinking that we think he's a saint. He is not a saint, we know, but he's better than all of you. Peter is better. There are series of conversations that have been happening in the public place. Politicians are, Keyamo is saying that when John go mature. No, John go they mature. We know the problem. We know the situation. There is nothing. Your problem with Peter Obi is basically because, first, the man is not your everyday politician. How is the political situation of this country? Almost all our political elite, they are, with all due respect, they have got their hands swelled in several things. Peter Obi has become, he has left office. Was he not in the party that somebody left EFC custody to go to presidential primaries, to go and contest to be president of this country? It was this country. Somebody have left governorship seat for years. Till today, there is no single record of financial misappropriation, no single court case, no single EFC invitation on him. And so you are coming here to tell us that he's not a regular politician. Look at Peter Obi, a man that had personal success in what he has been doing before he became politician. Ask your politicians or your political godfathers how they made their money. They all made their money from siphoning and personal government money. Those of them that are even bragging now that they have other investment. Where did you get the money from? It was in this world. We heard somebody speaking on behalf of Atiku, saying that he made money. Even Atiku said with his mouth that as a custom officer, they gave him permission to go and be doing extra business. Whereas, in the act establishing the civil service, it is wrong for you to be doing any other thing. At that time, against public ethics, you were going to do, which we know is a lie. Peter Obi has built businesses from scratch, grew it to the top and stepped aside. That is your problem with him. Because the man is not your everyday politician. He did not grow big suddenly. You can trace his steps. That's why Nigerian political class, none of them that you can write an autobiography or biography of. Because all of them have got dented reputation from the scratch. Which of them can you look back? Even the ones that were claiming to be celebrated billionaires. Where did they make their money? Peter Obi has proven that you can rise to stardom from step A, B, C in Nigerian politics. You have a problem with that. And that's why you don't like him. You say Peter Obi is not a saint. We know he's not a saint, but he's better than your regular politician. We need a person in this country who will be president to make the country run as a business entity. Let us make profit. Let us stop investing in wrong businesses. Let us stop buying vehicles for Niger and building railway lines that do not add up to our good. He's not a saint. We know, but he's better. Peter is better. That's the word. He's better. Look at this video I'm about to show to you now. And you need to share this video. Let everybody know why they don't want Peter B. They have problem with Peter B. Let everybody see that the problem they have with him is because he's not their everyday regular position. They are looking for a position that they can cage. Every day in this country, the two political parties, the APC and PDP, they will put us in the middle of the devil and the deep blue sea. Every time. We have to choose between the lesser evil from the greater evil. So we now say, okay, this is for now, for the first time in our political history or in our electionary, we have somebody who is not a lesser evil, somebody better than the rest, and they have a problem with that. Oh yeah, watch this video. Watch this man sharing light, and they have a problem with this too. Because the man have a grasp of the problem of this country, so they have a problem with that. They want campaigns. Isn't it this country that people do not go to debate and they see win as president? They want to have campaigns that are not issue based. They want to be discussing personality. Look at Dino Melaye, a former senator who is a spokesman for a presidential campaign, antagonizing and discussing Keyamo as if their courtists are about to fight. I will crush your boom. That's what they want. Battles, fist. Let's discuss the problem of this country. How do we move Naira to equal to the dollar? How do we stop fuel subsidy? How do we discuss how do we ensure that our country begins to play macroeconomics with other nations of this world? No, they don't want that. That's why I don't like Peter Obi. You want to start debunking facts that the man is claiming. Whereas, you do not even have an iota. Do you have sense? Watch the video.
But what question I ask myself, and you see our country today, the way it is and everything, everybody is saying how we're going to change it. Let's ask ourselves, how did we get here? That is the question. How did we arrive at this junction where we're now being talked about in this manner? We now have agitations. Boko Haram. herdsmen, all sorts of agitations from everywhere, whether it's in the east, in the west, everywhere. And I can tell you it's going to worsen. This is what you have when you have, it is cumulative effect of leadership failure over the years. And it's not going to stop because you have millions of your people. I was just talking to somebody this morning and I said, listen, people are protesting in Iran. They're not protesting in Nigeria. But people don't know that the protests will come. If Iranians can protest, Iran has a GDP of 400 billion. With 79 million people, their per capita is 6,050 naira, $50. And they're protesting. Nigeria per capita is 2,000. So the person with 6,000 is protesting. We're not. Iran generates 74,000 megawatts of electricity. We generate 4. And they're protesting. Iran has the unemployment of 11% and youth unemployment of 25%. We have unemployment of 19.8% and youth unemployment of 61%. So those youths will protest one day. Those of us who happen to be lucky to live in Ikwe and Victoria Land, I say to them every day, if we don't look for food for those who live in Ajegunle, one day we will not be living. So my people, what you need to do is, I believe that you must invest in Nigeria, you must bring your investment. What else can you do? Well, above all, Fela's last request is most critical. We must change the managers of Nigeria. And somebody asks, how about your life? You ask that question. You know why you ask that question? Nigeria has become a case of where lunatics took over the asylum. And we don't know what lunatics do when you want to take anything back from them. They create a thing as if there's a war. So you run away. The madman comes there and say, hey, everybody say, I don't want to touch this madman. That's what they're doing. We need to take it back. We need to become as mad as they are and take it back. They can't manage it. You have a critical problem. The managers of your country, I'm not talking about president or governor, anybody. Fella hit it. The lower people, none of you knows who is in your local government. Every local government in Nigeria receives 100 million naira every month. Go and look for their chairman, they are nowhere to be found. And the same thing goes with your state. You have a situation today where people are owing salary for 7 months and they're celebrating their birthday. How can you say a thing like that? How can you be celebrating when you've ruined people's life? People are dying and you're celebrating and people are watching it on TV. It's a crisis. And the only people that can stop that crisis is you. They can't stop it. Telling people in lunch that when I found it amazing that even people in America are part of the problem. As governor, I come here, you know what people tell me? This man bought this house, this man bought this house. Where are you going to buy your own? Why will I buy a house in America? I don't live in America. I have nothing to do with America. It only cost me $200 to come here and go. Why will I buy a house? Americans should live in America. I'm a Nigerian. I live in Onitsha. That is where I should live. I go to South Africa. I go to everywhere. I say, buy a house in South Africa. How many South Africans have bought a house in Nigeria? How many Americans have bought a house in Nigeria? So why would Nigerians come here? You live here. Yes, you can own a house here. But not people. I come here as governor and Nigerians will tell you, oh, let's bring somebody and have a party. Why will I leave Nigeria to come and do party here? No way. I should come here as a beggar for you to give me something to take home, not to come and celebrate here. I have people who need food in the country. And Nigerians are celebrating here. And you go there and become them His Excellency. When you should push them to go back and do their work at home. So start telling them, if your governor comes here or local government chairman, do not be part of celebrating him. Tell him to go home and fix what he's supposed to do. Don't encourage him to waste the resources. He didn't come with his money. He came with your money. We're asking you to bring back your own. What we need to do is to manage that which is there effectively. And on top of it, our government have the most wasteful people in charge in the world. We're in a state of Florida. This state has your richest state in America is California, with a GDP of 2.6 trillion, 6 times Nigerian GDP. With a per capita of 50,000, Nigeria is 2. Can governor of California drive 5 vehicles at a time? No, I'm asking you people a question. So we need to fix it. Can governor of California use 5 vehicles at a time? In your place, they use 30 and call it convoy. If it's not madness, tell me what it is. Or you think madness is when somebody doesn't have a cloth? No, there's different from madness. That's what we need to fix first. So I want you to be part of that change agent fella is saying. Let people have souls and care for their people. That is what we need in our country. We need people who can think. Why are we not investing in the right thing? Today everybody knows everybody is investing in education and all that. We're not investing. People are telling why the problems we have in Nigeria, how can it solve? 60% of the children out of school live in sub-Saharan Africa. 10 million live in Nigeria. Yes. You can go and check your records. I saw somebody the other day. A particular state in Nigeria, Zamfara. Let me just call it. In the last year, NECO had only 110 students. Only 24 passed. A state of 5 million people. 24. When another state has almost 200,000 for the same exam, it won't work. It's Nigeria. Every part of Nigeria is important to us. We have to ask that question. Why? What is happening? So when we're not Nigerians staying here, your investment is critical, but what is more critical? That you become part of the change agent. On top of this type of situation, you still have people like me who are elected. Only in Nigeria, you elect people. People ask me now while we're eating lunch, what is the problem? I said, the problem is the people. It's only in Nigeria that you elect people. They don't have car, they don't have anything. 6 months, they build a house, buy 20 cars, and call it for Thanksgiving, and people will go there. And they will be praying in the church, telling God to bless them. And the bishop will preach that wherever they got the money, should give them more when they have to call police. Because they know where the money came from. Everybody knows where the money came from. But they are still celebrating it. He comes to America and buy a house, and they said, if you see his house, and it's in choice areas. When he's in Washington, they tell you this place, this man owns the house here. In New York, this man owns the house here. With whose money? Let him show you his business. His daytime job. That earn that money. For God's sake, why would Peter Obi come and buy a choice area in Washington when he didn't own it before? A governor built a house that is unbelievable, and they asked, he said, I used to have the money. Why didn't you build it before? Hey, wait a minute. What are you telling us? And you're owing us salary. Even if you had the money before, you would have kept quiet. The rascality must stop. That's what we need to do first. Let's deal with this rascality first. It's when we stop this rascality.
Have you seen the video? What is your reason for not sharing this video? Share this video to everywhere. Let them see that this is the problem they have with Peter Obi. Their problem is because the man has proven to be better than all of them. That's the problem. The man has sense. He understands the economy. He has a personal reputation. He has got a personal understanding of the problem and ready to solve it. They don't want that. They are looking for who they will fight with. They are looking for people that will call their names. People that they have vindictive vendetta with. People that, get out of this place. And we must stop this era. I personally was happy when President Muhammad Buhari became president of Nigeria in 2015, sorry. No, I was happy. We were able to unseat an equal bet government. I will be happier in 2023 when we will see Peter Obi become president, because for the first time, we are going to show to these two parties that Nigeria, or the power, is with the people. What is democracy? We are going to prove to them that the power is with the people. That's what I want to do. We must continue to sensitize our people from the grassroots to the diaspora, that power is with the people. And what we can do that is to share content like this. Don't let anybody deceive you and tell you that we cannot win the election. That's a lie from the pit of hell. We can win this election and we'll win it. Share this video and then get out.